All right, hello everyone. We're here again. It's Prego Care. The last video we put up was about knowing the first things to do when you first notice the first signs of pregnancy. When you first, and we stated it in that video that I stated it in the video that you need to establish first contact with a medical practitioner or with a hospital to register for antenatal. So today we thought about talking about, I've been thinking about what else to talk about. So since we did the first things, which is establishing the first contact with a medical practitioner, I think the next thing should be talking about the first 3 months of pregnancy. Yeah, so for most women, there's so many things that happen when you're pregnant, in the first 3 months of your pregnancy. And for some women it's mild, for some women it's extreme. But there's something called morning sickness, which is general body fatigue, loss of appetite, nausea. Some people vomit throughout, some people are salivating throughout. For me, for example, for my first pregnancy, I experienced vomiting for about 7 months. The nausea didn't go away for about 7 months. I was throwing up like almost every time I perceived something that didn't go well with me or something that irritated me. I would feel like throwing up. I In the first 3 4 months it was a lot more, but I know that I still threw up and had that nauseous feeling for about 7 months. I don't know why they target morning sickness. It's not because it happens only in the mornings. It could be throughout the entire day. It depends. It's different for every woman. So if you're planning to get pregnant, you see that I said planning. If you are planning, because I do not think that pregnancies shouldn't be planned. I feel like the normal thing is to plan for your pregnancy. No doubt it happens. It could happen, by surprise to many people, but normally you should plan for it. You should read about it. You should think about it. You should prepare your mind for it. So one of the things I'm doing here is to help you prepare. So when you're sourcing for materials, I'm sure you might just come across my video and then hear another side of the story when it comes to morning sickness or anything that pertains to pregnancy. So if you're planning to get pregnant, I would advise that you go on like how would I put it, like a research and read up on materials pertaining to pregnancy. Some women appear shocked, some appear shocked at the intensity of the different things that pregnancy may bring. But so that you are not too surprised, you can't be too prepared for pregnancy. That's what I usually say. You can't be too prepared. So I would advise that you source for materials, if not for any other thing, just to prepare your mind and to set your expectations right. Yes, most women have nauseous feelings when they're pregnant. Most women have weird cravings. We'll come to that in another video. We'll talk about that in another video. Most women go through a long or short period of extreme fatigue. You wake up in the morning and you just don't want to do anything. You don't even want to get out of bed. It happens to somebody. You just feel sick inside out. Most women experience there's this change in your taste buds. I experienced, I don't know if many women do, but I feel many women go, there's this weird taste in your mouth. It's like a metallic taste in your mouth. And for me, it never goes away. It's like from the day one that I notice that I'm pregnant till the end of the pregnancy. And then funny enough, you don't even think about it. It's just you just notice that you are 6 months after delivery and all the things are gone. um for me, I lost appetite for so many things. I didn't like certain kinds of smells. Sort of, I would one day I would go to a store and then look around and pick up a particular kind of body spray or roll on deodorant or whatever. And I think I like the smell. I think I can cope with the smell. I think the smell is fine. Then I get home, I use it the first day, use it the second day. After about a week, I am totally, I'm totally turned off, put off by the smell of that deodorant. It is normal. It is not I thought it was strange, but after a while I found out it was normal. It was something that happens to people who are pregnant. So Morning sickness is something you need to be prepared for. As a Christian that I am, and that I was throughout pregnancy, every single thing that I observed in my pregnancy or in morning sickness, I always would take it to God in prayer and say, no, Lord, I don't want this, and I will ask for his help and I will ask for his grace. So for so many people, they have a coping mechanism. For me, during pregnancy, my only coping mechanism was prayer and confessions. I would confess over my body. I would pray over my body, over the baby growing in my womb, and it gave me some kind of comfort. It doesn't mean that everything that you said you didn't want to go away, but it just felt like it just gave you the strength, or it just made it look less difficult. It made it feel less difficult. It was easier. It was much more easier to cope with it. Much more easier to go through the period of pregnancy without getting emotionally drained, or mentally drained, or physically drained. Yes, what it was. All right, thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, if perhaps you're going through pregnancy presently and you are in this first 3 months of your pregnancy, that is 12 weeks, the first 12-week window of pregnancy, and you need some help or some encouragement, or you want to ask certain questions about the entire thing, you can just go to my DM and send me whatever question it is, and I promise to answer as truthfully and as honestly as I can without leaving any good or gory details out. Yeah. All right. So thank you so much for listening. See you some other time. It's not just for women, it's also for men and any other person who is related to any woman who could be pregnant. Yeah. All right. See you soon. Bye.